Hello, good people of YouTube. My name is Nathan, and today we're back with another video. Today we are talking about Dodgers Stadium and the Dodgers experience. So if you don't know, I'm a baseball fan, but I am pretty new to the whole baseball experience, the whole thing about baseball, following baseball. Um, I started following baseball last year when I took my dad um, to Oakland Coliseum to watch the A's. It was a rough time, I'm telling you. We watched the A's get blown out 0-8. It was sad. But then I took my dad to that in the summer on my birthday to the Giants, and we watched the Giants win, and the stadium experience was great. Fast forward to spring break of this year, and I took my dad and my family to Dodger Stadium as they came to SoCal to visit and we were also here for a few other things. But point is, they were in SoCal, and we went to Dodger Stadium, and I I think there's a few things I want to go about talking about Dodger Stadium and Dodgers experience. For one, I want to say the when we got to you know, Dodger Stadium. I think just traffic, the size of traffic. And we were 1.5 hours early to Dodger Stadium, was kind of unexpected. Um, Google Maps says 10 minutes. And traffic lasted at least 45 minutes getting into the stadium. And two things that stood out to me, and if you're planning to go visit Dodger Stadium, maybe this would be something you're looking forward to. The size of the parking lots, it's just endless parking lots, and the size of the stadium itself. Once you get into the stadium, right, and I was on top deck. Had seats in top deck, and my gosh, the size of the stadium. I mean, I had to search it up afterwards, but there's like an extra 10,000 seats compared to Oracle Park in SF, and you can see it, right? There's a ton of space. And when it's all full, which it was, I think, last when I went to see the Dodgers play, there's a few seats here and there not full, but mostly full. You can feel the energy, the enthusiasm, and kind of like the fan home crowd presence. That was something that was definitely lacked at Oakland Coliseum. Obviously, Oakland A's kind of like the whole issue with like the A's leaving last year. Um, I understand why there wasn't really a huge fan presence at Oakland Coliseum. SF Giants, they were not having the best year last year, so not too many fans. But this year they're doing pretty well, so maybe that's different. But more onto the Dodgers. So as we're walking in, people are getting merchandise, free merchandise. They had I think it was, who was it, Hershire? Hershire? Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I got a free Hershire jersey. Um, it's pretty cool. I didn't pay. The ticket got me this. It's pretty cool. Um, if you know, like Dodgers jerseys or just jerseys in general are pretty expensive. I think this Shohei Ohtani jersey was like $170. And then yeah, to get an extra jersey to wear, I frequently wear jerseys like this Dodgers jersey, my Snell jersey that's in my closet, and then this jersey. That's three jerseys for 3 different days. And if I space them out correctly, I can wear maybe the jerseys combined total like 4 days a week. Um, I mean, I have clothes, guys, but when you pay for jerseys, you want to wear it because you paid a lot of money. You kind of want to use it, right? Um, but also keeping the jersey clean, right? It's a process, right? Not to eat really oily foods. Funny story. When I was back in spring break, Um, my friends and I, we went to uh, Jen. It's a Korean barbecue place, and my God, I was wearing this jersey. I was terrified for my life that like the oil spill or whatever would just expose. I did a pretty good job, and none of that actually happened. All right, back to the stadium because we're 5 minutes in this video, and I don't want to blab on with like side stories about jerseys. But um, so I think atmosphere is like 10 out of 10. If you go to Dodger Stadium, it is 10 out of 10. I think it is one of the best fan experiences someone can experience at Dodger Stadium. Um, and besides that, we have to talk about the views, right? So Oracle Park, which is in SF, you get to see like the bay, you get to see Oakland, Berkeley, the bridge, and that's pretty good. I rate that 10 out of 10 too. Dodger Stadium. You don't really get to see much of LA if you're sitting from your seat, but if you walk around, like if you're on top deck and you're walking in the stores behind the stadium, you get a clear view, like because Dodger Stadium is on like a hill, right? And so like you can just see all of LA. 10 out of 10. There might be a few other 10 out of 10s. I think another aspect of what makes a good baseball experience or a good like stadium visit is the players playing. And my God, seeing Shohei Ohtani, seeing Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, um, I didn't see Clayton Kershaw, but we saw a few other players play. Tommy Edman, he scored a few home runs. I remember that for sure, even though it was a few weeks ago. But um, yeah, 10 out of 10. The current team of the Dodgers, this amplifies the experience you get at the stadium with the quality of players they have managed to get, produce, and put on the field. 10 out of 10. Um, Someone was complaining to me before I went to Dodger Stadium that the sounds and like the the whole music thing when the Dodgers score a home run or when it's like the sixth inning and the music is playing, take me out of the ballpark. You know that. Someone was complaining to me that in their times going to Dodger Stadium that is too loud. Um, I gotta admit, it is loud, but I think it's appropriate. I mean, there are 50,000 fans maybe in the stadium. You're going to need a loud like speaker system, audio system to really project noise and music into the crowd. And so, 10 out of 10. Again, adding to the atmosphere, the experience that you can get at Dodger Stadium. Now, I know I'm pivoting towards like the cons of Dodger Stadium, and there are quite some. Okay, I want to say that. Um, I mean, the most obvious con of Dodger Stadium and going to watch a baseball game at Dodger Stadium is the traffic. The most easily the worst thing about Dodger Stadium is just traffic is so bad. Going in, coming out. I left around eighth inning. I was stuck in traffic for a long time. um, Left around eighth inning with like 8:30. We didn't get out of like Dodger Stadium and like traffic until like 10:30. Like 2 hours of traffic. Um, yeah. Um, Dodgers. I personally make this plea out to the Dodger Stadium if they watch this video. Please add like extra lanes going in or like extra ways to get into Dodger Stadium and exiting too, so that it's just not unbearable. My dad, bless his soul, he has a lot of patience, but he told me in the car, like, Nathan, I don't want to ever come back to the stadium ever because of how bad the traffic was. He's driving, and he was like, just no. Nathan, we can go to the Giants Stadium, we can go to the A's Stadium, but absolutely not. Do not take me back to the Dodger Stadium until they fix traffic. I can make this other plea, like bring buses, like have a bus station or have a metro line to Dodger Stadium. That would help with traffic, right? Um, yeah, I totally forgot about food. Um, food was like a 6 out of 10. Yeah, traffic 0 out of 10. 2 out of 10. It's not the worst, but it's pretty damn bad. Food is a 6 out of 10 for me. I had the nachos and like the special baseball cup hat thingy. Forget what it's called, but helmet. It was okay. Like $11 for that. The family and me eating out of that. It was pretty good. We got to keep the hat too. The helmet too. Helmet bowl. But like everything else is like pretty expensive. And unlike Oracle Park, Dodger Stadium being on a hill and like surrounded by parking lots, you can't really like eat next to Dodgers next to the stadium and like walk into the stadium. Oracle Park, I could go to like Safeway across the street or like down the block and then come back in like 10 minutes. Not that bad. Um, yeah, uh, I thought food could be better. Yeah, prices, food quality, the options in and outside the park. I thought it could be better. Um, I think that's it though. I think that's all that I can say about Dodger Stadium. I think I could say like, hey, when I go back, um, I would go back, but I would need to for it to be a more enjoyable experience. Like I think my experience was like 8 out of 10. For it to be more enjoyable, I would probably need to show up earlier and leave last to really kind of get like my bang out of my buck, right? Because when you arrive early, no one's competing for you for parking spots, and no one's gonna. Traffic isn't so bad. When you leave late, traffic isn't bad. This would probably be with like friends, not with family. I don't think my family ever wants to go back. Probably friends though. That's the next time I'll go back. Um, well, that's it for today's video. I'm super happy I got a jersey out of that too. But thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, I don't ask too often. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you want to. And I hope you enjoy your time at Dodger Stadium. I've enjoyed my time, and it was an 8 out of 10 experience for me. But if you don't care really about traffic and about eating food in Dodger Stadium, it'll be a 10 out of 10 for you. Trust me. Um, that's all for today, and I wish you all have a good day.